Hi, I'm Mark Toole with 8020service.com. Today's customer service video question of the day comes from Quora. The question is, where's the line between providing good customer service and just plain hand-holding? Okay, it's a good question because it seems like this is becoming more and more of a problem in, I don't know, I guess this age. People seem to be giving up their personal responsibility, expecting other people to take care of them in all regards. I'm not going to get overly political or philosophical here, but it holds true in customer service as well. People think they buy a product and something doesn't work, or they think it doesn't work, or they don't understand something, and somebody needs to be there and walk them through every step about this. I wrote an article on my website about this a couple weeks ago, 8020service.com, where I talked about this, and it's the customer who wants to be walked through everything. Oh, how do I log in? Okay, type in your username, then what? Type in your password, then what? Click login. Oh, that worked, thanks. Now that I've logged in, how do I view the portfolio? Click on the link that says portfolio. Oh, wow, thanks, guys. These people exist, and some people will tell you that you should indulge them, that you should hold their hand, that you should walk them through all of this. In fact, the only answer to this question so far, when I'm answering this, is someone who wrote something, the customer is always right, blah, 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 blah. You should make sure the customer is satisfied in every reasonable way, unless they become rude, belligerent, or abusive. No, these people can be very friendly, they can be very nice. I guess you could call it abusive if they're asking for these unreasonable things, these unreasonable accommodations. Walk me through this. Oh, can't you just email everything to me? No, I can't, and I'm not going. I mean, I can, but I won't, because it's time the people had some degree of personal responsibility in the world. Now, in terms of business, this isn't a political statement or anything like that. It's just simply good business. The customer who wants to be walked through everything, who wants to have their hands held every moment, who never wants to think, who never wants to make a decision, first of all, it's unlikely they ever bought from you, because that would require them to make a decision, which means they're probably not even customers. They're probably just people reading your free content, people on your free email list. Oh, this is too expensive. Can I have a huge discount? I don't know. These are people to me that are not. If these people exist, they obviously exist, but if they exist in your customer base, they're people who I see as probably among your worst customers. Look at your customer base. Look at the people who've bought from you. Look at your customer service records. There are people who buy from you all the time. People who are on monthly subscriptions, people who order your physical product again and again and again and again and again. And these are people that you have never spoken to. They've never contacted you about anything. They've never made a request. They've never asked about anything. They've never complained about anything. They've never asked for any hand-holding or to be walked through anything. They simply bought the thing, figured out how to use it, used it, benefited from it, presumably enjoyed it because they continue to pay for it, and they don't waste anybody's time with ridiculous requests to customer service. Oh, how do I log into the account? Oh, how do I change my email address? Where do I find my profile on my account? There are people who want you to do everything for them, and if you want to do everything for them, by all means, cater to these people. Hire dozens of customer service agents and just, go from that. Walk people through things, spend tons of money and time and effort and hassle and complexity doing all this stuff, if you want. Really, the solution to this particular problem seems simple to me. First of all, build the thing right. Make your business run in a way where these obvious requests, these things, I need help with this, I can't do it myself, make it so that that's not true. So people can figure things out themselves, that it's simple, that it makes sense, that it's not too much of a confusing or difficult thing for them to do. Most of these requests, most legitimate requests, then disappear. Ridiculous requests like this, can you walk me through this, should be, I'm not going to say ignored. Your particular approach to this depends, of course, on your persona of yourself and your business and your brand and all that. Some people who are more brash and upfront, guy like Ben Settle comes to mind. Someone, can you walk me through this? No, I've canceled your subscription, bye. That's one way to do it. Another is you can find this information on the website. Here's a link. Check it out. You can change your thing there. Well, can you walk me through that? No. I don't know how you get a Filipino to phrase it nicely, but we don't need to walk people through ridiculous things. You don't give in to these requests. You can either just remove these people entirely, especially if they're not customers. If they're just on a free list asking to be for hand holding and stuff, just remove them from your free list and get them out of there. If they're a customer, it's a more difficult decision there, I guess. Really, it's not a difficult decision. It's a difficult choice of methods, because the decision is, no, we're not going to do this. I don't want you here unless you're going to change your ways. How do I get rid of you or make you change your ways? And really, the easiest thing there is just to simply not give into this, not to encourage it, not to force it along, and that's about it. So, good customer service, of course, to answer that half of the question, since it is part of the question, that's the obvious part. That comes from helping people with real questions, real problems, real issues, real things that are going on that they need help with, things that are not stupid and obvious. Maybe they're stupid and obvious a little bit, but they're not overly burdensome to handle. Things like, hey, I didn't get the email, can you help me register for the account? Real things. Hey, your website's down. Hey, I can't find this thing on the website, can you tell me where it is? All this stuff. So, yeah, I guess that's the caveat there. Provide good customer service. Don't provide ridiculous hand-holding, mommy and daddy coming to save you customer service for people with no personal responsibility. Meet people halfway. Don't come into their house and do it for them, I guess is the simplification of that. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. As always, if you like this, thought this was interesting, useful, valuable, hit like, hit upvote, hit thumbs up, whatever platform you're on. I do one of these videos every weekday on a customer service topic, post them on Quora and also on YouTube, so you can follow me on either of those platforms. If you have a question, ask me on Quora, ask me in the comments in YouTube. I may use it in a future video. And I also write regularly on business and customer service topics, again, on Quora in response to questions, and also on my website, which is 8020service.com, like the 80/20 principle. And I've got a daily email list there that you can sign up for, get regular updates on all this stuff, how I help businesses get this stuff right. So that's all for today. I'll wrap this up, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video.